Things Gary does.
Jacob was about to wet himself with excitement. He was on Harkin Island. Harkin himself had invited him there. For years, he'd heard stories about how independent innovators have been invited to Harkin Island to realize the dreams of the products that they had imagined. The hoverboard, the hover car, the monkey with the extraterrestrial hands that could reach down and grab whatever you wanted out of a hat. All of the best innovations of his time. And here he was, excited to finally meet Mr. Harkin in a business setting and to start building on his grand idea. He'd been waiting for what seemed like a while, and he was wondering what was keeping Mr. Harkin. And, as he's sitting there, he's looking around and just looking at the office, and he notices the wall behind Harkin's desk is strangely, there's like a gap between it. And Jacob looks around and stands up and goes over to the hole in the wall. Curious, he pushes it aside and steps into a strange room. It didn't seem a surprisingly large room. It was hard to see though. It was really dark, and there were just these shapes that were just sort of undulating from the walls. And Jacob looks around and he's trying to see, but it's so dark, and there's a light off in the distance that he can see, and so he heads towards it. And strangely enough, he sees a basket full of light bulbs. That's kind of strange. Is this some sort of new strange product or something? And Jacob looks in and grabs a light bulb and looks at it, and it doesn't seem like anything special, just a light bulb. And he looks really close though, and he can see something, some sort of foggy image. And as he gets closer and closer, he actually touches the light bulb to his head, and suddenly this flash happens in his eyes, and schematics and flashes of images of the hoverboard were flashing through his mind, and he could see all of the different facets, and he could see all these different inspirations happening in his mind, and he realizes each of these light bulbs contains an idea. These light bulbs are ideas, and they're all contained here. All of these ideas are probably the products of Harkin Industries. And as his eyes adjust to the darkness, he can see the walls are covered with bodies of all of the innovators that he recognized had supposedly created all of these wonderful products. And Jacob realizes that Harkin doesn't help the independent innovator. He steals their ideas.
Things done.